wanted.
Hey, fam.
How's it
Friday.
going?
What's happening?
How's
Happy
everybody?
It's Friday.
Happy
Made it.
Friday. Whew. Well, let the truth set you free. Let Dana know that there are only 2 men on the show today. I mean, let's just start out with the truth.
Yes. Would that be a strike? A strike, Dana? We call that a strike?
Well, you need to think about what you're saying. 2 grown men on the show.
That part.
If you got to say it, then
Linda, don't make me.
That part.
you got to tell us.
Listen, I'm just being truthful. I'm telling you what I see.
But we're here.
We're here. That's right. We're present.
You are. You
Happy
are.
Friday.
Yes.
All right, and I know it's going to be a good show. I know this is going to be an excellent show. I just wanted to point out something that I was observing.
Good observation.
So basically, in the absence of Latif,
Anyways, next time. So as we were saying,
it's going to be a good show.
It's going to be an excellent
talk
show.
about Latif like that. Don't do that.
I said
Excellent.
Latif, Miles, and Dana.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
And
Let
Kendrick.
that man out the basement.
Kendrick.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Free Kendrick and T.
Well, here's the thing that we do
Y'all
know
so
about Kendrick. Kendrick came upstairs at least one day,
Hey, Benita.
Happy
and then we had
September.
to do went right back down to the basement.
Virgo season.
Oh,
least
yeah,
once.
it is. It is Virgo season. It is. It's a whole bunch of Virgos too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Congratulations, Ebony. Ebony was representing Richmond Heights and Perrine on Wednesday at the Miami Foundation Miami's Open for Business.
Go
Tell
ahead.
tell us about your experience, Ebony.
It was a great experience. Thank you, Jessica, for inviting us, and many different connections. I see myself and my aunt being able to grow our business, to scale it up. I made some great connections, and I just look forward to a great future with Delectable Sweets and Treats.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
but also,
I got my cake.
I walked past your area and didn't grab one. I was so mad, and I came back,
Yes.
and they was gone.
Yes.
I got two.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
couldn't just grab one, Belinda.
I mean, I didn't even see you.
No, I think you were gone by the time I got there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I miss seeing you all together.
Yeah.
It was so disappointing that you weren't there. I just left. Get it.
Okay. On to our homegirl. Did you all see Coco?
Yes.
Yes.
I was so proud of her. I'm enamored with her. I've been watching her for a few years now. And for those of you who didn't get a chance to witness it, the ref was basically not being consistent with the things that she was calling. She was allowing Coco's opponent to have an exorbitant amount of time. I mean, from what I understand, because I didn't watch it live.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Out of control.
Old girl was basically braiding her hair. Had her friend come down from the stage and give her a mani-pedi.
Got the facial.
Wow.
Got a facial. And then Coco said, listen, I didn't say anything before, but now this is out of control.
Right.
What I love about that moment, and it's the same thing with our call to action with the hat going up in the air. The other people who were around really had nothing to do with it, and they started cheering.
Right.
Cheering and standing in agreement with what she was saying.
Well, yeah, she's only 19. Wow.
Yes.
Well, I mean, just think about this. Think about it. It reminds me. It reminded me so much of corporate America, where they want us extraordinary Black folk to slow down so you can catch up. When you do all those things to distract, she did all those things to try to distract Coco, and Coco was focused. I mean, everything from her serve to you got to be ready when somebody's serving. You got to be ready. She wasn't ready. To in between breaks, you're sitting down. You're not sitting down. Like you did everything possible to try to distract her from losing her focus, which to me I think really cost Coco the first set. She lost the first set 6-3. But then when she finally said something and momentum kicked in, it was a wrap. But I think the thing that I was, on one hand, I'm very proud of Coco, but then again, on the flip side of it was that really was an insult to tennis. Period, point blank. It was an insult to the game. It was an insult to those professionals and folks that put the time and energy in to play at that high level. And the ref really, I blame the ref in so many ways because the ref could have controlled the tempo right from the beginning. And you had to be called out on national TV for you to even, yeah. But
man, that white privilege is something else, boy.
Right.
That's funny.
That part.
Yes. Excellent point, Anita. Excellent point.
It doesn't matter what continent you're from. It doesn't matter how you was raised. It showed his ugly face, and it just tells us disappointing.
So what Benita, our number one crew assistant. Well, listen, let me tell you about Benita. Benita had me under control on Wednesday.
What happened?
Let me just throw that out there. God bless the baby. Bless Benita.
I said, Benita, come ride with me. That's all I said to her.
Oh boy.
Let me tell you. Benita was like, okay, you talked enough. I need you to go and put your clothes on. Put your clothes on. Take your hair. Yes. Get ready. Get ready. Your guests are coming.
That part.
Yes, Benita, are you working? Like what?
I don't know how we transitioned into that, but I was like, Benita, I needed you to tell me to pull it together. Pull it together. But yeah, so from what I understand, because I didn't see this, the young lady was on the medal stand or whatever after
post interview,
and started crying.
Wow.
How embarrassing. It actually was an insult.
Oh, Becky.
And I can't believe I'm crying. And oh my God.
Friend, not Becky.
I do my best for the sport. And oh my God, I was cheating and I got caught and I got my butt whooped. Coco fell down.
Exactly. All of that, Roy. All of that. Exactly.
All of it.
Just a reminder that the whole match is played at Arthur Ashe Stadium.
Right.
So it's all about
No, but I think the best
not
part
Arthur Ashe.
The fans, to see the fans rally behind Coco too. That was the other part.
Here. That's what he said.
How the fans rally around righteousness. That's
what I'm saying.
It doesn't matter who it is. Do right.
It does not. It does not. You have got to do right by people. Right. Period. Regardless of the whether you're a woman or a man, whatever your sexual
the color. I don't care.
Whatever your race is, we are all human beings. It's just do right.
When Coco was calling her out about sit down, she was like, she's not supposed to be sit down.
It's in the rules.
She's not supposed to be sitting down. She was laughing like, Y'all gonna play?
Coco was eating that Lunchable.
She was like,
I'm getting ready to
That's what I'm talking about. Mental block.
She was eating a Lunchable one.
She was.
She was eating that Lunchable. Talking about. She
Over
sat
there.
down, man, for
She was
Playing
laughing.
hopscotch
She was like, it's
and
in the
stuff.
room. She not supposed to sit down. Get her.
Now we know the rules.
It
Now
was
we
like,
know the rules
like,
even
you
better.
Yeah, no, we know the rules.
Right.
Right.
Thank you, Coco.
Come on, lady.
Now,
She's like, you don't see her over there? Okay.
Umpire.
let's transition a little bit to $50.
Oh my goodness, yo, he is out of his mind.
Yeah.
Wait, what does it say? Exclusive photos, 50 Cent hits Power 106 host. Oh, I didn't know that
Yes,
was a host.
she's a radio host there in Los Angeles and was backstage with her media credentials as she should have been, because radio stations, they host concerts.
Well, what was his deal? Like, did you see the strength and the girth behind his throat?
So what happened was they said that apparently the sound was giving an issue, like his whole performance, and they kept switching out his mics.
Oh,
So he got extremely frustrated. So I don't think that he like looked at her and like she said something and he chucked it. I think apparently, allegedly,
exactly, Benita.
he was just frustrated at the whole mic changing thing. Because if you see the video clip, he is changed, like they changed
he was
his
changing
mic like 3 times.
He was.
And then so out of frustration, you just see him go to the side and throw the mic. And unfortunately, she just happened to be in the path of the mic.
And unfortunately for him,
he is going to get in trouble.
But I do not know if there were any exchanges, you know.
It's not unfortunate for her, it's unfortunate for him.
You're right.
You
because
have
now
to
he's going to have to write a check.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whether he likes it or not.
It's a felony.
Yeah.
Felony battery.
Assault.
Yeah.
Assault. Felony assault. Yes. Yes. I'm like, for something stupid.
But I'm gonna say this.
Let's go here. Beyonce her sound messes up. And she just walked off stage.
Compare
Came back in
Beyonce.
a different
Right.
game.
She firing folks in her sound effects.
Right.
Dwight, really?
Yeah.
Like, you can say it on the show.
We're right here. We are literally right here.
Okay, well, he wanted to emphasize his point. He wanted to emphasize.
She got
Power.
the power now, Dwight.
Yeah.
Right, you're right.
Yeah. Yeah.
But wait, who was the second guy in that post?
That was
That
good.
picture.
But see, this is where I want to go.
game.
This is what I want to say. This is what I want to say about this post. Now, if you looked at what he said was how, and he was in LA. How do we really know that was not intentional?
But what does the game have to do with this?
Oh, they have beef. They have
Oh, so
They-
just caption.
that is what the game posted about.
Curtis, your fat ass came to LA.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah.
I was with you, Belinda. I was like, why is the game on there?
Yeah. The beef is what, like a decade, Dwight?
Oh yeah.
But he started out under 50, right?
Yeah.
Dwight?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
He was signed to G Unit, but
yeah.
they've been beefing for at least since the Obama administration.
Oh wow.
So silly.
It's a long beef. He is being messy. Yes.
He was.
But what I understand is 50 would never respond to anything that he's saying. But
Really?
here's my
He's
thing.
petty. He's really petty. I'm surprised he wouldn't.
But that goes to show you that there's something else going on.
Right.
And I'm gonna add this one. Just in case what I said didn't really coincide with what you think. The game is LA. The game is LA. We don't know what went down before that concert came to LA. The sound issues that
like
he was
having
having
something behind the back.
See,
Billy D, the game is LA.
He is.
That is what I'm trying to say. And I believe that 50 recognized that and was like, listen,
this Negro is messing with me.
You trying to act like this the third, fourth mic, and it's just a coincidence that you can't get my sound right?
Yeah.
So the game went up to the sound guy, said, "Hey, my man,
mess him up."
Let's just do
this happened well before the concert started.
Is he really
However,
he petty messing with somebody's mic?
Yeah,
however,
absolutely.
yeah, they play games like that. However,
that's not beef. That's petty.
She might not even have to be a radio host anymore.
No, not at all.
She can retire.
She might need to go live in the house with him because the amount of money she about to have, they might as well be married.
And the people who were there said that she was so injured, they thought that they were watching Carrie. Y'all remember that movie that came out? Yes.
You mean because it's so much blood?
Yes. And then the ambulance of her head that they hit.
It was right here,
gushing out
right there. She was in it. She was in an ambulance, so like it wasn't like she got in the car and drove there. They had to get the ambulance to take her to the hospital.
Can you imagine if you were sitting right next to her and that happened?
Was there a lot of blood, or was she crippled?
I might have tried to fall out too.
Shut up, Dwight.
Well, can you mute him?
Yes. Well, first of all, I want to say something. I just want to say welcome to the Continental, Mr. Wick.
Yes, Hampton's finest.
Hello, welcome to the show.
Good afternoon, everyone. How's everybody doing?
We're good.
We're doing well. We're doing well.
We're great. Thank you.
Good to see
you. I understand you had an encounter with someone today.
I had an encounter?
Mm-hmm.
With who?
Look at Just Be like, wait a minute.
I'm like, what?
Let's not get on the platform to start talking about who you having an encounter with. I need to know these things before we get on the air.
She's like, do you want to change your word? Is it issue or confrontation?
You know what? I got so much going on. Okay. I just figured out what you were talking about.
Oh my gosh.
Lateef texted me, and I heard a couple of things about Lateef earlier in the day because, people text me about things. So these people had texted me about seeing Captain out. Seeing Captain out.
Okay?
In the street.
Captain was in the streets today.
Look at him dressed up.
He was in the streets today. So I had already gotten these texts from him. So
he Aventura streets.
Yes. He texts me and he says something about Jayville.
I was congratulating you on having a good show with the political
councilman from Jacksonville.
Right, the councilman from Jacksonville.
That's not what his text message says. It says something else. So in my mind, I was thinking this had something to do with what other people had been texting me about Captain being in the streets today. Wow. And so I was like, oh, what's that? So then I was like, oh, well, maybe he ran into some artist performing at one of these places that I heard that he was in the streets at. So I was throwing him a lob to go ahead and give us the 411 on where he was today and what happened. That's what happened. But okay, come on, Captain. You were at
the be more direct, Jessica.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly. Question.
And I'm gonna do a quick layup. And I was in the I was in the street.
Streets, SK.
Streets. And I
April's really listening.
This is what they do every week. This is what they do.
I know. She always got to say something. It's always her. But went to the luncheon for the opening of the Orange Blossom Classic.
Oh, that's nice.
The chairman's luncheon.
We
saw y'all.
So the performer was Stokely, who was really, really good. had the whole
You
place.
you can tell the truth. You can tell the truth, Latif. That's what we do on the show. We tell the truth about things.
No, it was. He did. He did a good job.
Did you do any Prince?
He didn't do any prints. He didn't do any prints.
Okay.
He did because he has a pretty nice catalog.
Music, right?
That's pretty nice
Well,
catalog.
every time I see him, he's doing
Bonita.
Edition Bonita.
Yeah, Bonita. That's what I'm saying.
It's
That's exactly what I'm saying.
What's the name of the song? What's the name of the group?
Mint
Condition. Mint Condition.
Mint Condition. The lead singer.
He could just sit down. He could sit down by himself.
So,
but
the truth. Now we're gonna get to the truth.
Did he sing his original song?
Wait. Here come the truth. Here come the truth. Go ahead.
I don't know what song you sang.
So the keynote speaker was
Lynn Whitfield.
Lynn Whitfield.
Oh,
nice.
Pretty.
It was nice until she began to speak.
Oh.
What? What are you talking about?
Oh no! Abort!
Hold on.
What happened?
Great speaker, great orator, and everything. And of course, her body of work speaks for itself.
Right.
Wonderful actress and everything.
And then what happened?
Get to this part. We know that. What happened?
Shout out to the Bisons and HBCU made.
Come on.
You said quick, man. This ain't quick, DT.
But you see what I'm doing? Prolonging and filling in and doing all this filler stuff, what have you. That's what
she was doing.
I mean, she had a point to what she was making, but it was like, baby, can you
like
can you
all day?
Like, baby, can you? And then she kept saying, they only gave me 10 minutes, so I'm 3 minutes in.
She did not plan a speech.
She didn't have a speech.
She wasn't prepared.
Then she said they only gave me 10 minutes. Okay, I'm 7 minutes in, and it was like
she was counting down.
She was counting down.
Clocking herself.
I'm finna go.
Shut up! I'm finna go.
I'm finna go get mine. And I had to pay for valet. Raggedy Sons of ooh, I was hot. I'm talking about hot.
You said this or she said that?
No, I did.
I was gonna say she was
You
off
have
the
to pay for
chain.
valet. Yes, that's not new.
Okay, it's not new, but the amount that I had to pay because of my vehicle.
Yeah, because you drive a school bus.
Well, I mean, you can't have a Rolex. Just swap out a battery. You can't drive how to work.
You put on that sign. If there's an oversized vehicle, then we will charge you this. You don't say valet costs this, and then when I pull up, you be like, "Oh, nah, dog, we can't." No, it says valet right here is $25.
Can you fit in a regular garage, like the regular garages?
No.
So I mean, you know what you bought.
Everybody want to drive my van. Stop that.
Look
Y'all act like it's not cool, but the van gets you there. Okay.
Remove her from the show.
Me?
No. She just won't.
I was like, definitely not.
She still amped up from the doctor's office. She like, wait a minute.
Oh, that's what it is?
I am like, hello.
You ready to fight at the doctor?
Look, I put her on speakerphone at the doctor's office. She had the whole place lit up. The man came out and he was like,
we go into
the office.
Yeah, because y'all are playing with my mama and I'm not with it.
The doctor's office.
You're not gonna play me.
Not with mama. Not with mama.
Oh, we had it was echoing in the doctor's office.
And she turned into
not the part, not the gym, the doctor's office.
She turned into Karen and I turned into Richmond Heights.
Wow. I just said I had enough.
She's like, you know what?
This is gonna be on the news today. Tonight.
Her alter ego is Mrs. Howe.
Get him, Karen. I was like, go ahead, get him.
I just had enough. I wasn't understanding. What are we doing?
What are we doing? I mean, what you're saying right now, it doesn't make any sense. Like, I mean, what are we gonna do now? I was like, get him, Karen.
And you are covering for yourself because
She
You did
that
some
at
you
more.
are not.
She did that at Bank of America. So it ain't. Everybody can get it. Okay.
Wait, thank you, Bobby.
Oh,
Thank you, Bobby.
So
Oh,
I'm
dear.
very
Oh,
afraid
no.
because this man is having many seizures.
man,
And they are still putting him in front of the camera.
whatever, man.
But
Look here, man.
his publicist
When you
did
tell
such an
Obama,
amazing job. His
Let me
publicist,
tell you.
whoever that lady was, she got her money. Whatever they paid her, she did exactly what she was supposed to do.
All I know is I would have done the same thing. Excuse
Yes.
me.
Yes.
Do we need a minute? Do we
Yes.
need a minute? I think we need a minute.
look here.
That's you, but Bonita, you know, because you do it too. Y'all do it too.
Yeah.
Look here. The man. I ain't gonna say what I want to say, but when you
Karma does not miss the address.
and thank you exactly.
Facts. Big facts.
Karma
Big
is
facts.
1 million and because when you profess and get on camera and talk about you're gonna make this a one-term president, you're gonna do everything in your power instead of working with the dude and trying to make the country better. Yeah.
Y'all, that face right there, he is not even there.
Freeze up.
He is not there. This is like, look how tight his mouth. That's like
that's
stroke seizure type stuff.
Yeah.
Like he's
But
not.
I'm just gonna say this.
Listen,
It's
he
not
was the best.
good that not us, but those people around him are allowing him
to keep going out in public.
Yeah, and to act like he's okay. That's
Dwight,
like
is that real, Dwight? Is that
party
real?
aside, his job aside, he needs some help, some
He
medical attention.
I was talking to Jay about
Let
this
him be.
today. Yes,
Right.
I was talking to Jay. I said maybe those bright lights are setting it off. Like people
Yes.
taking pictures. You know how people
Because
Make
it's
them
only
brighter.
happening during the
Make them
press.
brighter. Make them brighter. Make them
But
brighter.
we only know about it during
We
the
only
press.
know about it because he
Exactly.
He's the best at the mute challenge.
He
Yeah.
did.
Right.
He did
Right.
do the mute
He didn't
challenge.
even
He
know
was
he
at
was
Beyonce
playing.
concert.
Whatever it is, turn it up. If
He didn't even
it's
know.
the light, give more light.
We see this and he ain't going nowhere. Okay.
Right.
He
Not
gets
going nowhere.
immediately paused and on mute.
Not going nowhere.
And they're gonna vote for him again. Watch.
It's
Right.
not going nowhere.
He can't
100%.
even make it. How can they? I mean, is there not a health protocol for this? Like, are you like serious? No, Gotti D, I'm serious. Is there not a health protocol for a position?
He's done everything
Listen.
wrong.
Go ahead, Dwight. Go ahead, Dwight.
Can't go in
Go
there
ahead,
with
Dwight.
This ain't a partisan thing because the Democrats got Dianne Feinstein
Right.
over here
Right.
signing her power
Right.
of attorney over
Look,
while she's in Congress.
look, Senator, did you see that time when she was like,
Yeah.
yay.
What
That
is
was
You got
happening?
hilarious.
you got this man going through it. Yeah, it's
Let it go.
he actively like
Let young
But
people
if
in
it's
his
the
mind
light,
he listening to
let's add more
DJ
light.
Cool.
Look,
Like,
look.
Don't do that.
That's not good.
it's
No, he's been saying the whole time. You must not have heard him. He said, "Put more lights."
No,
Yeah.
what I'm saying is he keeps saying it.
He's been saying it the whole time.
Okay, man.
he said he got
Karma doesn't miss, and karma 2 million and
you're not wrong, T. You're not wrong.
Jesus.
I wish him the best.
I do,
I
because
wish
that
him
is
the
not
best.
what you want. I mean,
I'm
out
not the
of
best, that
all the
means it's
hatred
fire.
you have, that's
Right.
definitely not what you want
Always
to have in
not.
return. And this
Oh,
one
no.
too, Karma
Speaking of karma,
came right to his
speaking of
address.
Yes.
Karma came to his address. The Karma no addresses. It is like ways.
Ooh, I want to see him on the side of the road somewhere.
Like ways. Like, let me go to that house.
Right. Right. here.
So
like you have to-
it is reported. Let's see. Tallahassee Democrat headline. Historic tree falls on Florida governor's mansion in Tallahassee.
That's the tree that they used to do stuff with, I'm sure.
Of course.
Oh, that it is.
Hanging that strange fruit.
A 100-year-old tree.
And,
Yeah.
and it took
Definitely.
this fool in office to knock it down.
It just decided to fall over after 100 years.
100 years. It
And,
said,
and
I'm
many
good.
storms just today.
Got this fool right here.
I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
Right, exactly.
Talking about black people benefited from slavery. Yeah. Tell me what benefit you get from rape and children.
Right. You make that comment and then you turn around and go up to Jacksonville and try to speak on behalf of the racist acts. Man, if you don't sit down, like I said, whoever auntie who interrupted, she ought to be ashamed of herself because she should have let them people boo him right off the stage and let him go right back to where he came from.
That's right.
Because he had no business up there speaking on their behalf. No business.
That's my sister, Stella.
Y'all done got Auntie Mad.
The Battle family got all
I
this
was like, how? I said, I wish I was there because they would have had to arrest me because I wouldn't have stopped booing until he got off the stage.
Would have booed her too.
Yeah,
her too.
Like, it's time out for us, for our people with the BS. Like, we gotta stop. You know, like if you know what these people are doing, and then it's like when they come, you want to no. Listen, in order to get respect, you have to give respect. You don't respect me or anybody that look like me. So sorry, not sorry. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say.
Obama said, "Don't boo, vote."
Not let the hell speak.
I'd have been lurking with a folding chair.
21 million. Both.
Exactly, Dwight.
A red and white one, Dwight.
Lurking in the back with a folding chair.
Unfortunately, when I tell you, throw the hat in the air, let's go.
Okay.
We got to protect our HBCUs.
Unfortunately, the sister who was after defending was actually a city councilwoman from Jacksonville.
The lady that was saying don't boo?
Yeah.
I mean, girl, go sit down.
Did you hear the interview I did today with Councilman Johnson?
I did.
Jacksonville?
I did. It was
I had no idea that gunman was on Edward Waters' campus.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I didn't know that.
Right before he went and did what he did.
Absolutely.
And the students went and told security.
Right.
Why is he on our campus?
Right.
And
And
that
the security guided him off campus.
Guided him off.
What was he doing?
He was about to
do what he did.
Was the shit up Edward Waters.
He put on his tactical vest and he had put on his gloves and his hat and mask and was getting ready. And when the students saw him, that's when they alerted the security. Security came over, and as the security was approaching him, he hopped in the car and left.
Right.
And so they got him off campus. And then I guess he realized it was going to be too much of a resistance because he was made. And so he wanted the shock factor of doing something like that. So that's why he went to the Dollar General and walked in and started letting Dollar General.
He felt like he was going to get hurt.
The interesting part is that they talked about his prior history, and it's just like, why are we continuing?
But don't they always have prior history? I mean, it's not like regular people.
Just wake up and do it. It had some things that
you and I cannot have a prior history and continue to walk the streets.
But this did have repercussions on our HBCU campuses, and Benita's company, Global Concierge Services, and my nonprofit SEAT, we talked about how you can heal after these incidents, because there was an incident at Jacksonville by Edward Waters, and University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, had an incident the next day. Mm-hmm. So we have a lot of things going on around our college campuses and our young people. We have to just, stay in tune, stay vigilant. That's what I said to my niece. She's in North Carolina. Stay vigilant. Be aware. Those students that saw that man on campus reported it. Mm-hmm. And that allowed them to be safe in that space.
Right.
So we have to be empowered and remind our young people that they have a voice and to use that voice. And this man used to work at a Dollar General, not that one, but he used to work at a Dollar General. So he knew the layout. He knew what to expect when he went into that space.
Well, he went in that one and he knew the demographics of most Dollar General. And that's
one other thing to be
targeted that one.
To bring it home is that he was from a different county, so he wasn't from Jacksonville. He actually drove over from Clay County,
Right.
So it's the equivalent of like driving from Broward to Dade to commit this kind of crime, and so he was very intentional.
Don't they normally leave their neighborhoods and go into other neighborhoods?
Same thing like
Rittenhouse,
Wisconsin did.
Yeah, the dude Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse. His mama drove him across state line, bought an AR for him, underaged, and then he went and killed 2 people.
And we ain't heard from him since.
And he's walking the streets, just like everything is cool.
It's no different than George Zimmerman. You walk on the streets.
Right, but that same thing happened with the Buffalo shooter as well.
Right.
He looked for the blackest neighborhood within 200 miles.
Right.
Drove. So there's a constant continuing theme.
Right.
That we're seeing happen.
Well,
which is the reason why I say
we got you, John.
Yeah, right.
But here's the interesting part. The interesting part is the narrative is always that you hear, oh, Chicago, black folk are killing black folk. And the reality is that you're seeing white folk come into black demographics and shoot up black folk. And that's historically speaking. We ain't talking about one-off. It's
always been that way. We can never catch up.
But
we can never be left alone. If it's negative or positively, they're gonna take the good and the bad.
One thing I
noticed is that take the good.
Certain spots ain't gonna get touched. What I mean by that is they're not pulling up in a Jamaican restaurant.
Yeah, right.
You know, like I know they're not coming.
They're not pulling up in the beans.
They're not pulling up.
As soon as they pull in the neighborhood, you know you ain't got no business being in it.
Y'all ain't got
You know they're not supposed to be in them neighborhoods.
So they're crazy, but they ain't stupid. They know where they're going, where not to go.
We know they're not going in the barbershop.
Right. They ain't coming up in no barbershop. They're not rolling up in. They're not going to the Pop Warner game.
Right.
Shout out to Mayfield. They're not going there.
You getting hurt.
Back in the day, they weren't going up in USA Flea Market.
Right. They ain't going up in USA.
Karl Mart. They're not going.
They ain't going up in 7th Avenue. 7th
Avenue.
The Popeyes across from
183rd. No.
183rd. Nah.
None of that.
Went up in there. They know where to go.
No fly zone.
Right. I'm going to go to the library next to Richmond.
Shut up. The library next to it.
And the first Negro I see, I'm going to
it says MLK Street. That's what you
right. That's where you're not going.
Right. They rolling up on Homestead Ave.
Not at all.
All of this is definitely a trigger for our people. We have to, be patient and gentle with each other.
Yeah.
Respect Mayfield.
Martin Luther King Boulevard.
Yeah. However, the King.
But yeah, I still say y'all know what to do. That's right. Because the more people become prepared.
He needs to have a TV show for real.
Become more prepared, then we will let loose.
Steve over here looking like the Equalizer 3. Go ahead, Steve.
I always wanted.
Hey, Dwight.
About 60 seconds.
Look at him.
Latif, what was the gun? Latif wanted the gun that little Ralphie wanted for Christmas. It'll shoot out your eye.
The BB gun.
The BB gun.
The Red Ryder BB gun.
Red Ryder.
The Red Ryder.
Oh, Lord. That's funny.
Bobby, what's next?
Come on, Bobby.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. I was trying to read this text message he sent me, and he was talking about how interesting it was. The top most dangerous cities in Florida was released. And it was just some interesting cities that were on here that you would never think were the most dangerous
Fort
cities.
Lauderdale?
Fort Lauderdale was number 7. Fort Lauderdale is number 7.
I think Florida City is number 1.
Okay. They probably have Miami.
If you look at the news,
Fort Lauderdale.
It's Fort Lauderdale. Nothing happens down here anymore to the news. Every day is something in Fort Lauderdale and Miramar. I'm like, in Pembroke Pines, I'm like, what?
And Pompano Beach.
All of this
Pompano
happened.
Beach. Yeah.
Low key gangster.
For Brown, look, see,
Low key gangster for a while.
Marcus.
Yes, we've talked about it. I'm like, what y'all doing up there?
What was number one, Jessica?
I think the number one city was Florida City, though.
Number one.
Go ahead,
Number one was Jacksonville.
Oh, okay.
Per
Not
per 100,000 people.
Yeah, okay.
That was number two.
Number two was Miami.
There y'all go.
Nah. Is that because of Miramar? Miramar is in Miami and it's not in Broward. Just in case
you talking about the city girls?
Just in case you doesn't know, is that how it happened? Because Miramar is in Miami and not Broward.
Doctor's office,
maybe so.
Classroom.
Look, gay community thugs. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
I love it.
Well, we thugging and color K got dog.
Look, adjacent.
Oh,
yeah.
You got arrested. You got arrested.
This will be a whole fight right here.
Talk to me.
Yeah, what happened?
So during the game, the coach was upset that the player had made a mistake. The coach came over on the sideline, punched him in the stomach.
Oh yeah, that would have been a problem.
Then told him to get up. Well,
not my baby.
Well, Ricky Smiley said that wasn't nothing compared to when he was playing Pop Warner. He got body slammed.
That's his business. If his mama didn't protect him, that's his business.
Got body slammed. So.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
His mama should have gotten taken care of that.
No, I mean, but it didn't happen during the game. It only happened in practice.
Oh,
I don't care.
They didn't beat me in front of everybody.
I don't care if it happened in front of the church. You better not.
Crazy.
Crazy. Think about that.
I don't get it.
Now, current coaching. Yeah, I wouldn't. You wouldn't. I didn't agree with it. I didn't agree with it back then, and I don't agree with it now. Like, you can effectively get to your players in a different manner that does not have to be in a physical manner.
Because I think that little boy knew he messed up. It wasn't like he was having. He didn't have the demeanor of like, nigga, out my face. It was like, okay, I know I messed up.
Made a mistake.
Right.
Like, let me hear what you got to tell me
about me. Pounce on him and literally swing back and punch him in the stomach.
That boy did not see himself getting punched in the stomach.
He definitely didn't. He grabbed his stomach and then he walked a little bit and then he grabbed it more and like leaned down, like in hurt type thing.
Because he would have been right there on that field.
That's why Dwight said he's in policy right now, because all that hitting and stuff on the field
can take him.
Listen, Pop Warner in the 80s.
He's a captain. I mean,
I'm good.
Hey, listen, in the 80s, Pop Warner. I mean, just my team alone was, these dudes just love violence. Like,
that's why they should not have been your coach.
I was like, bro, I don't know
you got another drug dealer. It was different drug dealer.
Not in these 2000s, friend. Not in these 2000s.
Not the number 2 drug dealer in the county. What was he, your coach?
The number 1 copy in Dade County. And then you had the rest of everybody was on their staff. Like,
yeah, those were his teammates. Those were his
teammates, not the coaches.
Talking about the coaches.
Oh, no,
saying they were the coaches.
The coaches were all 4.
They were the players. He said the players was like the number 1 and number 2.
They were,
the dope boys was playing. The corrections officer was the coaches. Oh. It was never meant. It was always going to be a problem. It was always going to be bumping heads the whole time.
Like, they were straight up. Like, these. I had
this.
I had some straight up thugs on my squad. Like, and that's why we won every game, because it was so, like, it was release for them. Like, they like, it was a release for them.
Like, thank goodness I can hit somebody and not get in trouble.
Right, and be okay and like get up and like every time we had hitting drills, They'd be like, "Hey, y'all circle up. We're going, oh, coach, let me go first. Coach. Let me go first."
You always, whenever they call for bull in the ring, whoever volunteered first, that's
what?
Right.
Right. And it was half the team. It was half the team. Like half the team be like, coach. Why am I like, well, y'all some violent? Oh,
but here's the thing: we also were in a time where men were raising men.
Right.
Coaching was different. Parenting was different.
I think it was also just a hyper violent time as well.
It might have been, but you got to think about it. I mean, now
also 45 over there, Billy D. Come on now. What?
No, he was saying that the male figure was in the house.
We disagree.
No, listen. The male figure was not only in the house. The male figure they knew who your parents were. They knew everybody in your family.
The 80s and 90s.
70s,
80s, the 80s.
Yeah,
not in my time.
No.
I think all my friends had daddies.
Oh my!
I mean, I think they had daddies.
Well, all your friends have a daddy. Now,
No, I'm saying like in the house. I'm saying in the house. In the house.
Yeah, 2-parent household.
They did.
That's what she was
saying. That would be a super middle class household.
The funny thing is,
but we can only speak from our experience. And what we were saying was that those type of things happen to the people who we call friends.
Because I'm thinking in relationship to the people on the football team that we were talking about. A lot of them.
Those were our
friends. They should have had the same thing. They lived in the same neighborhood.
The people Latif's talking about were your friends?
Yeah, we
were
in
the same neighborhood. Yeah, we would have the same thing going on.
He just said the thugs were on his team.
Yes.
They were in a two-parent household.
Yes. Yes.
Drug dealer.
Thug did not mean that it was a single parent. It didn't mean it was a single parent household.
This is to tell you that doesn't mean if you have 2 parents or 1 parent, you choose your own path.
Right. And all of them,
that's what you have to do.
All of them had a 2-parent household.
Yes.
All of them had a 2-parent household.
And was off the chain.
All of them had a 2-parent. The only one who didn't have one was our quarterback.
Not no names. You not Hampton finest.
Captain. Don't do that.
No.
Remember, he used to live next door to
Harrison on the corner, on the side, on the other side, in the middle of off of
down the street on Buchanan.
Right. Right. No, don't do that.
You hear that, neighbors?
Lord.
Y'all remember the 4-way?
Yeah, right there. Remember how you had to like
Bobby
2 houses down there?
Bobby.
No.
Thank you.
So
gentle. This is the guy that did not get bail.
Correct. Well, his name is Harrison Floyd.
That sounds fake.
And he is, I think he was over Blacks for Trump
in Georgia.
Yes, in Georgia. So he's one of former President Trump's 18 co-defendants, and he was not released on bond last week. I think
that's right. Because guess what? In the words of TDD, you still up. I won't say it.
So then, after he went before the judge, the supporters found out. They raised over $250,000 for his defense fund. And part of that went so that he can get out on bond. And it was negotiated. And they said that he was a potential flight risk. But Judge Scott McAfee set Floyd's bond at $100,000. It was broken down by $40,000 for the racketeering charge and $30,000 each for influencing witnesses and conspiring to commit solicitation of false statements and writings.
So only he was a flight risk.
He was
all those people that had access to money.
Not the guy with the actual plane.
Right. Who owns the actual plane?
Not the guy with the actual plane was a
flight risk. Only this guy.
Did you notice anything else different about this guy?
Exactly.
Right. My point exactly. And I hope you still stay over there with Trump. Don't try to come back over here. Because once you cross, you over there. Stay on over there.
That's right.
Stay
Don't
on
come
over
back.
there.
Don't come back.
Yeah.
I don't trust
he
you.
mad. I know he mad. Like
don't be mad. Don't be mad. Don't be mad.
He can be mad. He can be mad. This is part of God's lesson. It is okay. He can be mad. Like, dang,
I don't even realize what's going on.
the wrong thing.
He can't be mad. He can't be mad. He can't be mad and be part of God's lessons, because the guy he followed said the Bible books were called 2 Corinthians. Remember that? Remember 2 Corinthians.
Himself.
1
He
Corinthians
mad at
and 2
himself.
Corinthians.
2 Corinthians.
Remember,
First you have 1 Corinthians, then
There's
you have
1
2.
Corinthians, and then the second one is
Right.
2.
right. And remember, the only book that sold more books than Trump was the Bible, and that's only because it had several years.
Because it had 2 Corinthians in it.
Several years to be.
Yeah, 2,000 years head start. Had a 2,000-year head start. That's what it was.
That's the only reason. That's the
only reason. The only reason.
The only reason.
Y'all, he is
That was
hilarious.
good. That was
And
good,
people
Dwight. I
really
love it. I love
take
it.
him serious, and that is like so. It's comedic, and it's like comedy, and they take it serious.
They're very serious about it.
That is funny.
It is very but it's very riveting, and it's very concerning.
It is
for people to become that captivated over nonsense.
But wait, let me ask you a question. What is the average education?
IQ?
No, not IQ.
Same thing.
Oh no, they got degrees. Oh, they got degrees.
They got papers.
No. I'm
All
asking
of them.
about in the United States. I'm saying, what is the average grade level?
Oh,
it used to be 8th grade.
Because I thought it was 5th.
It used to be 8th grade reading level was the average.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
I
it
guess
hasn't
it's
gone.
reading level. But what is
the median?
Yeah, what's the median? Like, is it high school diploma or?
No. I don't think there's.
I'm just asking.
The level of comprehension is what you're asking.
I was asking for grade level completion.
Grade level
on average.
Completion.
It may be a little bit higher now.
It might be a little bit higher, but I know it used to be 8th grade.
Yeah.
All I know is Harrison Floyd got letters behind his name. So
average.
Yes.
You made your bed, brother.
He was being rogue for popularity. That's why I said he could be in the house like, oh my gosh, I did not have to do any of that.
But here's where he's
average American is considered to have it says readability level equivalent to 7th, 8th grader.
Okay. And so I have the same age in my household right now. There are a lot of things that they come to me with, and I'm going,
right.
That's not true. That's not true. Let me.
Here's the thing. That's a cohort. That's a cohort kind of thing. They're getting information from people who are basically their same age. It's misinformation. Trump is almost 80.
Right.
Like, there's nothing about an orangish, whitish man saying something that should be compelling to you as a black person. I just don't.
But
oh no, I was not speaking on behalf of Harrison. I was talking about those who believe the things that he's talking about.
Comprehension and stuff.
How he's able to be so influential. If you
because if you look at his face, it's an untrustworthy face.
It's fake. I
love it.
That's funny.
But the reason being, the reason why it's so captivating to them is because he's saying what they
wish they could say.
They're thinking what they believe.
Right. And this is what they believe. No matter how outlandish it is.
They want to say it out loud, but they can't.
All of the myths of the black community and everything, like he says it, all of the innuendos or what have you about us. He regurgitates all that stuff, and they're like, yes,
that has a lot to do with it. Because again, my children come to me and say, "Look, I told you. And I'm like, no, that's not true.
Which is the reason why with our mentoring program that we have with the fraternity, I try and instill in them the confidence and the
Go, Captain, clear your throat.
mostly the confidence for them to know that they built this city and this country, and you walk around with your head high and your chest held high as well, because nobody can take that away from you. That's right. You're gonna roll that neck when you do it too.
You're gonna roll that neck.
John Wick is leading this program.
Look,
and that's what I'm being dead serious because as we all see, they do a lot to try and marginalize and minimize and be very condescending upon the Black community and try and minimize us on a consistent basis. 100%. And so therefore, I don't need y'all to walk around here with your head down because they said something about y'all not doing something. No, calling you lazy or what have you. And we are the strongest. Mm-hmm. We are the most persevering race in this whole world. Like, nah, you can't touch me. On my worst day, I'm 4 times better than you.
Say it.
Not once or twice.
All of that right there.
So that's the reason why I try and instill in them those types of confidence and stuff, so they walk through, because I know when they get out there in the world, it's going to be they're going to be condescending. It's going to be downtrodden upon them, and I need them to be able to come out and be like, nah, y'all tripping. No,
It's true. It's very true. And here's the thing: it's not even once you leave the house out of high school or even in college. Right. It's happening early.
Mm-hmm.
Right now. I remember we had a parent teacher conference with one of our with the
when you were Miles's dad.
not that.
You went to a parent teacher conference as Miles' dad?
Yeah. You didn't hear that story?
Oh my gosh.
He answered the phone as Miles's dad.
Oh, I thought he actually went in person.
So I went to the school.
Yeah, Ebony.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I put on my uniform and I went up there and I was like,
he had his uniform on.
Yes, you did.
But
what school was this? Palmetto?
Probably Pinecrest.
No,
it couldn't have been.
No, that was
right.
Palmetto, right? Yeah,
Palmetto.
Wow.
But no,
when did you start? When did you start being your pilot?
We have a long legacy there.
Oh, girl.
I know, but listen. So I'm listening to this as if it's me and my sister, right? So I'm trying to figure out, like, when could she ever had come to a conference as my mama? You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, when
don't crack.
When was this?
When you was in junior high.
She was just getting out of college. That's why I said, how long have you been doing this?
Flying before he went into college. So you already had
thank you. See, Belinda, thank you.
But also, April, though, Black people look like they could be anywhere between 18 and 50.
And
I had to fact checker.
Look, listen. One moment, Hampton, Spinus. Black people could have kids when they're 15.
Yes.
So Miles' daddy could have almost looked his age, and his teacher did the teacher look like me?
It wasn't even that. I was saying the uniform part.
It was a black teacher.
When he said the uniform part, that was what threw me. It was the uniform. It wasn't that he went in and.
Oh, I understand.
It was the uniform. I was like, when did you start that? Because I was like, my sister just came out of college when I was in middle school.
So, well, listen, we're gonna have to finish that story next week. Before we leave, we want to wish TT a happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
So we'll
Avis, when your birthday?
I mean, how old are you? And where were you born?
When is your birthday?
On the 12th.
Oh, okay. Your birthday coming up too.
How old are you? And where were you born? Where were you born?
I was born in Miami, Florida, in Baptist Hospital, and I lived in Richmond Heights.
On what floor?
The maternity
Lord,
ward, wherever that was at that time. I mean, which one do?
On which wing?
Yay, thank you, Marcus.
Oh, that's so sweet, Marcus.
Oh,
I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to understand.
You trying to understand what?
Listen.
Are
Your
you
daddy
trying to
didn't
ask?
deliver me.
We already know
daddy didn't
your
deliver me.
daddy didn't get
He
to
did
see
not
it in
deliver
high
me.
school, but
That's
he
all I
may
can
see
say.
it as an adult. That's
Whatever
all.
floor it
That's
was,
you.
Matters. The end.
Long shot, but I got the reach. Pop lock, now I'm off the leash. Mic drop, I ain't gotta preach. I just do what comes